Hello everyone and welcome to the Matrix OS. Today we're gonna show you this type of program that you can actually do many stuff with it. It's totally an AI. You can use it and you can talk with it, chat with it, and you can actually create images, movies, I mean videos, and depends on the AI of course, and also music. uh, this also has many stuff, so instead of talking without knowing what you see, I will show you how to install it at first, and then we're gonna launch it, and then we can actually show you. So here we go to the GitHub link. It's the matrixos slash matrixos, and in here you read the readme and you understand, you make sure, and there's an images you can see here. We have some images, and then we go to the quick installation. You can actually install it from here, just downloading this one and then run it. But a quicker way you can also do by copying this link. You can see here, quick note, and you open your console or terminal on the Steam Deck or any Linux. So I hope it works on every Linux device or an OS like Kali or Ubuntu, but we're gonna use now, for now we are using Steam OS for the Steam Deck. It's specially designed for the Steam Deck. So what we will do, we will copy this link, and then we will open the terminal, and you can actually put the terminal anywhere you like. Like for example, we're gonna create a folder instead, and we're just gonna call it for example, download section. Alright, so we're gonna open the file. Oh, sorry, to open the second disk. But anyway, just gonna remove this. Sorry guys. Yeah, I play Far Cry. Sorry guys. Okay, so in here we go to the press shift, or sorry, we don't have to press shift in Linux. We just go right click and we open a terminal, and here, sorry, it launches many stuff. Just one sec. Okay, yeah, okay. In here we're just gonna go and paste the link that we copied from readme. I'm just gonna make it a bit smaller, maybe just a bit smaller. Okay, just like that. Okay, and now we go to this link. We press enter. After we copy the link, we press enter, and now it will render the whole thing, and now it will ask you to type your sudo password, sorry, and this will install the let's say the Python installing fast API and the other stuff, like for Wi-Fi connection and stuff like that. So we're gonna type the password. Oh, okay, sorry, I typed the anyway, and it will install it inside your folder that you, and you can see here it's installing. Okay, I'm not gonna install it now, so I'm gonna press Ctrl and C to quit, but this will happen after it installs. It will open unzip itself, and then it will open itself. Anyway, so how it's gonna look after that? Okay, so it's gonna look like this, and what's inside, actually only two files, actually one file and a folder filled with the stuff you need to run it with. So you don't have to install any other thing unless you need to install models. So models, by clicking double click on that, on the Matrix OS runner, and it will automatically put some files inside. and then it launches itself. So here in the Matrix OS, we are inside the Matrix, and here you can see your CPU and RAM. We are already running short on them both, but what you can find, there is a lot of tabs you can check. We're gonna go soon, but yeah, you can actually just delete it, and for example you can check whatever weather you like. So for example, um, hmm, which we're gonna do okay, let's say like Los Angeles. So I had to search like many times on this one. And for example French, let's say Paris. Okay, so and we have then what do we add it? Okay, so for example those two, now we have these two, and we can remove them or we can add it more. So we added how many we like. Just don't fill the whole thing, it gets smaller. So if we added like something random, it will just not found. Yeah, there's nothing like that, and sometimes it glitches, but just like that. There is like many updates are coming, but I'm just releasing it now so you can enjoy. It's beta, so there is probably many errors for different users, but I'm just showing you what it's running right now. So in here we can chat, and we can also edit folders, like all the folders we can add it as many as we like. The AI won't tell you like you are limited now, you have to pay. No, it doesn't tell you that. But what's the gonna be the problem is your RAM gonna explode probably if you fill it with many stuff. And you're actually in if we go down there in the settings, this is the settings, I like to call it settings, but it's a good mode. I mean it's a settings, but I I call it good mode. Okay, so what you can do is you can choose the AI. So if you have a smart AI, it will understand what it's doing. So if you have a smart AI, you can tell it friendly, it will understand that, and it will be friendly with you, rude with you, or a different type, or even the matrix score. So it'll act like a matrix score. And here we have a limitation timeout. So if we, for example, talk to the AI, and the AI will take like, I don't know, probably 1 hour to respond. So we have 60 seconds, and if it takes more than 60 seconds, it will just automatically uh, get timeouted, and we stop responding. So it's a good one, but you can also change it to at least like uh, 1 million or 100,000 or 1 million. Okay, so you can change it however you like, and you can also tell the AI to read the whole text. So we can just tell it like to read the whole chat that we are chatting. So for example, correctly now those AIs that we are using, like ChatGPT and the others, when you talk with them, they will usually forget the last text we talked with. For example, you talk with him and you tell him big story, it will sometimes forget, and then just respond with something else. But in here you can tell it to read the whole chat, and just like it's gonna use your computer. So remember that if we went like normal day, just without exploding the RAM, we can tell it to read less tokens. So, and also respond with less tokens. So that's a explanation. So now we put it, and then we take the core override, and it's like an accept or save button. And now it says in here the system override. Okay, anyway, so we explained on this one. In here you can press new chat, many chats as you like. You can delete them. Okay, I have to I have to delete all of them. Okay, so at least it warns you, and you can see it's running on the server. So here, and we cannot talk with it right now. You can see the is rejected as status error. This is error. Why it's error? Because we don't have any AI model, so we have to download an AI model. And if we want to download an AI model, we go to driver for sorry, not core manager, and in here we have like automatically we can download a Quinn coder 7B. That's an official one, or we can search. So in here we can just search, for example, coder 1.5, so it's not very heavy to our Steam Deck. Or if you have a heavier computer, you can use even heavier models. So here, for example, we choose this one, and we can tell it, for example, probably the last one, or this one works for me well, so I can choose this one. After I press on it, I press on download. You can see here download, and then it start downloading. You can see here it's downloading, and we just say the percentage, and then after it finish, it will show locally and registry, and then you press refresh, or sometimes you don't even need to press refresh, but if it didn't show, you press refresh and it will show after that. And it will download the model inside the folder, so your model is inside your Matrix OS folder, so it's not outside or random some other random places. We also we have a core creator. It's like the chat, but this one creates images, movies, videos, I mean, and also music, right? Did I say? Yeah, music, images, and videos. Right, so you can ask it for image, video, and audio. Yeah, and in here you can, for example, choose audio. It will tell you automatically what you can download, but you can also search what we are looking for. Audio. Okay, so we're looking for audio model, and you can see here some models, and we'll show you how many people downloaded this model and this type. So you can choose which model you want for audio. You can choose also what model you want for images. You can use which model you want for video editing, for video creating, and you can just tell it what you want actually. So in here, and you also have a vault, so you can see what chats you have created and what did you talk, and you can just create a new one, or a new one, or a new one. Okay, and in here you have to understand in here what's this thing. In here you chat, it's still a big problem for me because I have a very low-end computer, and it's very hard for me to continue with that one, but later probably will be more testing on it, but I already put it in there, so you can just try it out. If you have a good computer, you can test it, and of course if you see many problems, you can just report it in the GitHub or in the YouTube channel. You can just comment and say, yeah, it didn't work well, or worked well, or whatever. So in here you put the model. So after we download the model, we are still downloading. Okay, I downloaded many times, but because every time a new folder, it just goes away, and now we have it. So you can see here we have it, and we can just go to the Forge. So the Forge, I'm just gonna hide the camera actually, and we press on access. We give our Matrix the ability to access our speaker, microphone, and camera. You can also, after pressing it and telling it, you can also upload your voice, or upload a random voice that should be sound clear, and you can upload it. After it uploads, or you can record your own. You can record your own, and after you record it, the AI will start using it. So if you use your own voice and you set it inside here, it will talk with you with your own voice. uh, you can also you can also like tell it like to talk with you like a human. Also, you can tell it to, for example, if you have a camera, it will check your camera every time. You can choose like every 5 seconds. If you have a good computer, every 5 seconds it will take a picture of your for example of your room, and will tell you uh, your room is not clear, or whatever. Like if you use a good model of AI, it will talk with you, and also need to be having a vision, so it talks to you and it sees you, and it has also face recognition. So it well, the face recognition is not the best, but because I am limited to my computer, that's why uh, I cannot do further testing on it. um, so you guys have to test it out, and if you do like it, uh, and if it do work as you see it, uh, please just give me a comment and tell me if it's working. So in here it shows your device. So if we press scan, it will just show us our computer, uh, how much are we using, how many gigabyte are we using, and how much we have already in our computer. And here wait a second, wait, which one is one? Wait. Okay, we're using 70%. Okay, and you can see here RAM and file system. Okay, file system root. Yeah. Okay. And in here we are using the Linux from Valve for the Steam Deck, and you can see here the whole thing. So if you have a different system, it will show in different system. And we already talked about Core Manager, the Data Vault. In here you upload folders, and you can ask the AI to check your files. So if you have a folder in here like for like let's say 100 days, and you ask the AI about the folder you have inside, it will automatically read it again and check it again, and we'll talk about it again. So instead of uploading it one time in the chat, and then about like big time of talking, like you talk with it like 3 days straight, it will start forgetting. So in Data Vault you upload a file, and will always check it and reads it again and again, and you also have to tell it. By the way, I didn't talk about this much. So in here you ask it an offline question. So when you have a good model, you have to have a good model, guys. So I know it will take long to reply, but it's an offline, so you have ability. If we have don't we don't have internet, so we have the ability to use the AI in meanwhile when we get the internet back, or anything can happen to the internet. So if nothing happened to the internet, well, good. But if something happened, we have at least AI in our offline system. Anyway, in here, if you are online, you can just type slash and search. And when you type slash and search, you can tell it, for example, search. What do you want to search? For example, a new MacBook. And you have to use the correct model for it, and you can tell it exactly. If you have a good model, it will understand whatever you type. So well, let's say search a new MacBook releases. Okay, so if you tell it like that, it will automatically use the internet, and will start searching the internet, and well, will try to find anything you can. I mean anything there's in the internet, and it will reply with an article, and well, it's actually good. In here you have the reader. if you press this one button, it will show you the IP address, I mean the routers, IP addresses, almost everything. But I do not recommend going too further with this one, but it's on your own risk. You can check it out, you can play with it, but if you are gonna use a different model for, because there's so many models, and I mean AI models, and in this system, if the AI model have the ability to create, and in this system, in this Matrix OS, it has the ability to create. So if you use a very dangerous model, it will 100% start creating, and it's very dangerous. It can also wipe your system by mistake. So we all know AI is very mistake by sometimes. It does do sometimes mistakes, and sometimes it's very dangerous mistakes by using remove, and it can remove files. So be careful with this one. You can play with it, check it out, but please, I'm not responsible. I'm just like showing you. Okay, so anyway, in here it's very cool. You can control the volume. You can just set the volume for 71. Okay, it says already. Okay, well, if we check our system, we can see 71, and in here we can tell it to open, for example, Steam. You can just tell it open Steam, and it will start opening Steam. I'm not gonna open Steam, but it will do that. And you can press execute, and it will do that. And here, if you press this one, it will just the computer will go to sleep. Anyway, in here we have a terminal. Well, I added so many terminals actually, and this one should like write script, and you can apply it. This one is the same, so they are both the same. They can do the same. You can play with both. If you have a good computer, you can just try both. Almost the same, but this one is not the same. This one is like, this one is the most dangerous one of them all. So in here we have maximum loops, so it tries many times. So if we write to the AI using this model, for example, this model is not gonna do anything because this is the cheapest model we have. I mean the most lowest model we have right now, and because it's like 1 GB and it has nothing in the data. So if we tell it to create, it will not create. But if we have a good model and we tell it, for example, to create a calculator, so it will start writing the script, and it would actually do export the calculator inside your system. So if you tell it to write it on my desktop, it will start writing it in your desktop. So but you have to be very specific. For example, you have to tell it exactly the right path for it to export the application you have. So in Python you can do it, and here you can use only cat, or you can tell it whatever you want. Here you have to put your root password here. So sometimes when the AI use the scripts, the terminal, because it uses the terminal in the background without us seeing it, so sometimes the terminal asks for sudo. If we type a specific command, it will start asking for sudo. So the AI will start glitching and does nothing. It will just hang there, waiting for the user to put the sudo command. But because we cannot, because the AI is doing it in the background, we added, I added root password for your doing. If you do, if you put it here, it should be correct. But if you write script, you tell it to write a script, and it will use sudo using this password. So it will just continue running. So if we tell it like whatever, it will do and use the sudo password. And in maximum loops, so maximum loops is we can just set it to 1. For example, to 1, it will just try only once, and if it succeeds, it just works. If it does not, well, if we have in one, so if it doesn't work, it won't try again. But if we put like 15, it will try 15 times until it's success. Of course, if it's like it succeeds in the first time or the second time, it won't try it 15 times. So that's good. Auto patcher is, you can try it, you can play with it, but every time you play with it, remember, it will start patching the Matrix OS. So if you tell it improve the Matrix OS, it will start improving. That's correct. But depends on the model. If you have a shitty model, I'm sorry to say that, but if you have a shitty model, usually we are probably gonna have until if we have the best computer in the world, well, we're gonna use, of course, a good model. And after we tell it, for example, make the system look nicer or the Matrix OS look nicer, and we'll start writing the codes and we'll start executing them. Of course, you will execute them, press the confirm button to execute, but it will do that. So yeah, and here's our memory bank. So if anything we talk with the AI, it will be stored in here, and the AI talks to us back. Everything will start in here, and you can just wipe it if you want. You can wipe that, just like your browser history. But this is the chat history. And for me, it doesn't make sense for wiping it, but some people need. But if you because this won't take much, not many gigabytes, if you write a big script. Anyway, and this one, in the last one, this one is the best. For me, it's the best. So because I'm sometimes too lazy to search about the news. Um, Here it's easier. Here I just type, for example, the country I like, or the country I want to search about. For example, let's see. I don't usually know where to search for this example, but I have in mind. But I will give you example. For example, French. And for example, let's add police, French police, and let's put 2026. Let's search for 2026, and let's make this one tag, and will show us the exact date of the release. You can see here it's not showing money, not showing many, I mean, but showing. I'm using bing.com because this is a free program. I have no money to pay for APIs, APIs, so I'm just doing it free for free. Like, I'm trying my best to get it for free. Anyway, so we have the news, and after we press on it, our AI, because we have a shitty AI, it won't understand anything, and we'll probably get blocked. But using this AI, or using the correct AI, so we need a like PI 3, for example. Using that correct AI, it will actually read it correctly. Because we have a shitty AI now, it won't probably read it correctly. But anyway, we'll start reading the AI, the website. Start reading, the AI will start reading the website. We'll open the website and read it, and it will give you the main points of the article. And after that, you can actually ask it, what's that? And you can ask it questions about the article. It will answer to you exactly how you like. And you can also choose which model you want to use. So after, if you see the model is bad, you can choose a different model and try again. So we're not gonna do that because it's gonna take time for the AI to respond, because we have a shitty computer. Anyway, sorry for saying it too much. And in the end, if you don't like the model, you can always remove the model. So you can press X, and we'll ask you, you want to remove the model? And you say, yes, I want to remove the model, and it's removed. And that's it, guys, for introducing the Matrix OS to you guys. And I hope you like it. I hope it works for you. and if there's any mistakes, any errors, please respond to the website. Type I don't know, not much with GitHub, but I mean, you can comment on the YouTube. If you see it on the YouTube, please comment on the YouTube and tell me how did you feel with it. How do you see it? Is it good? Is it bad? And is there many errors? And yeah, that's it. Thanks guys, and have a nice day.